Yeah guys, welcome. It's new, Boost High Octane. Stick with us, we'll tell you all about this right here, right now. Carlos, this is totally new for Guyana. I know that this is more like your company altogether, lands and everything like that. Why? Why totally new? I said a whole new thing altogether. First time here for me.
Right. Glad you came and thanks for coming up and checking out the facility. It's still a work in progress, and as we're going along, we're still developing it more. But the reason behind this was a few years ago, Jimmy Tempo and I, we had gotten some bikes and we took our kids out riding and we went behind trail riding. And I realized it was a bit unsafe because in the trails there's all have to come with traffic. So I was thinking, you know what, I have a piece of land, let me transform it into something safe for the kids to come and have some fun. And then eventually the grass track riders heard about it and they came and pitched in and everybody started to help.
Yeah, because I saw your daughter Paige was riding earlier. I saw next young man. That's
my son.
That's your son.
Right.
So you said kids. So it means that you really focus on kids as you did in that piece.
Right.
But it's a whole different extreme.
Yes.
So I'm saying that's a lot of talent. I mean, Paige, I can't do what Paige was doing there, son, straight up. Nah.
If you give it a try, you start somewhere.
Nah, I'm not trying it. But you've been in motor racing from bikes, and you've grown up into it.
Right.
You know, your dad pretty much there into motor racing as it is.
Right.
So it's something you want to grow that sport and add your piece to it, I'm assuming.
Exactly. I want to add to it, give back to it, and my first time riding a motorcycle was actually up in this area. Before I got into racing at grass track, I started riding here like around 13, 14, and Terrence Clark, who is actually up here right now, he saw me riding and he said, come give it a try, and I won my first championship at grass track at 14.
Sounds like fun altogether. Of course, we're still continuing Boost High Octane, and we're with David. David, you've rode grass track before. This looks like a whole totally different. Fun, you call it?
Yeah, fun.
I kind of call it scary, but anyway. Tell me the difference between this and riding grass track and doing a little bit of motocross and all together.
Well, actually, grass track is mainly flat surface track, but this is actually a technical track with many jumps, turns, and all of different.
Your bike preparation is different.
Yes.
Riding technique altogether is different as well?
Well, of course, yes, the technique is different. The bike is set up more traction and everything on the jumps. For this type of track, motocross track.
Now let me use this one shot. I know the guys, Lewis and the guys, give me a white shot of this jumpy altogether. What's that air density? I walked that up and I kind of felt a bit like, what's it like going through a couple laps after laps on that?
Well, actually feel like you're going high and then you're coming down with a lot of force in it.
Boost High Octane. Of course, we chatted with Stephen Nobergo. Stephen, grass track champion rider in the past. This is my first experience out here, experiencing this at home. This looked totally like a whole different ball game altogether.
So this basically is the game changer.
New technique in terms of riding approach, a new bike, I understand. Tell us the difference, from your older bikes in terms of the grass track bikes compared to this. Would you ever use this for a grass track bike as well, compared to this as well?
Well, basically the bike that my previous bike, I used it for grass track, and then we transitioned to this track. So basically the bikes are built for this. It's not the grass track bike, what we call grass track bike. They're pretty much built for this. Yeah.
How long you per se has been into motocross? You look like you've aced it. For the moments that I've been here, I'm like, wow, you know, I was telling David, I walk up it and I feel that air density just went up. Is that same density you get like every single jump?
Yeah, I mean, especially this jump here behind us here. Yeah, this is the different one. But in terms of how long I've been behind it, I think it's just over 3 years or about 3 years. This track has been around. It's the first track like this. It's the only track like this in Guyana, basically. And we have to give Carlos a lot of thanks for that. Ricks and Sari, this is their compound, and this is his track. It's a private track. So he given us the opportunity to make changes. Basically, it changed the game in Guyana.
So you see this going forward as a new addition to motorsport in Guyana as it is in the near future, 2021, a championship maybe?
Well, basically this track made all the tracks change because over the last year, the grass track has slowly faded, and the other tracks are starting to add jump. That's because of this here, right? So I mean, again, we have to give all the thanks to him for introducing us to this kind of riding. I mean, when this track first started, we were up here 3-4 times a week.
Compared to this to go-kart, what's the difference?
Much more fun. Much more high stakes, much more adrenaline.
Much more fun, the same type of fun that I quite like. But this altogether, well, I didn't know that you didn't ride grass track actually. But this is a whole different experience compared to grass track or go-kart is a whole different ball game. But you feeling a great comfort riding?
Yeah, I've been riding since I was like 5. Flat tracks, going around the corners, riding the go-kart track, riding in the sandpit in South Dakota.
How long you riding this motocross, this type?
Since they built the track.
Riding on this loose sand, that's a challenge by itself.
It's different from riding on tarmac. You don't have a lot of grip.
You rode on tarmac before and you're riding on this. Which one you're better?
This. The grass is much more fun.
Much more fun. Boost-HighOctane. Mightn't see me on that there, but we'll see you somewhere else. Mr. Terrence, Uncle Terrence, grandfather. You've been in motor racing 50 years and counting. 55, see that. Now you've started South Dakota, you've rode there, grass track. You ever ride something like this? Have we seen? Motocross?
Yes, we had motocross by Louis Creek.
I don't know where that is, but okay.
That's like when you're going into the circuit via the airport. There's a Red Loom Road.
All right, now I'm starting to know.
That creek there is Louis Creek. They used to mine aquarium fish. You go up the hill.
How long are we talking? How long are we talking?
About 50 years ago.
About 50 years ago. Now, Carlos made reference to you that, you know, you chat, you talk, you wanted to see youngsters back in this.
Yeah.
And I know you're very ardent of getting youngsters involved. But this is a different extreme. How?
Yeah, it's a little too much for me now.
It's a little.
At 70 plus, it's a little too much for me. But it's good for the youngsters. I prefer bikes in front of anything else.
How do you see this in 2021 and the years progressing, adding towards motor racing in Guyana?
Well, with this you learn by control. You learn to control the back of the bike.
So this helps you to even be a better circuit rider at South Dakota.
The MotoGP riders do motocross off season to improve their riding style. That's how.
Didn't know that one.
That is how they control the back wheel. Not only motocross, but being in this dead sun also.
It's a whole different ball game.
It's a whole different ball game and energy level.
This is Boost-HighOctane.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking today. But of course, we've had great fun at this motocross track just off the highway as it is. We chat with some young riders, we chat with the owner of the ground, we chat with an old veteran, 55 years, Mr. Terrence Clark. It's been great fun. And we even loose out the Subaru bumper. Boost-HighOctane. Definitely look forward for this. More features, more stories as we bring motor racing not only in Guyana, but globally and internationally. Share it, like it. We're looking forward for your company as always.